Oh well, I forgot to do the intro. Uh, you can tell I've been having a hard time getting to this over the last few days. Forget the intro. Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to the Force Collective. Um, we're just chilling today, so I don't really have anything planned for this, and we missed out on the Friday stream, the 25th. And I did it again.
Yes,
Dang
yes,
it!
it's the 25th anniversary.
I did it again.
We've been
No.
together 25 years.
The 25th of March was the 1 year anniversary of the Force Collective. We're going to start calling it the 25th anniversary if I don't stop. 1 year. I guess we can sort of make this the anniversary stream. I was working on something, but due to changes, air quotations, just imagine me doing that, changes to life, that didn't happen, unfortunately. So we'll save that for year two. Anyways, how's everybody doing?
Good, and I like changes. I like instead of life changes, changes to life. It's like life
Changes to
changes but extra special
life. Oh, okay.
or
Yeah.
extra exasperating, whichever.
Okay. Life changes. That
Changes
works.
to life.
Or changes to life. Yes. Man, my brain ain't working today. You should have seen me at my job the other day. Uh, I couldn't
What, you were
read.
just a
I could.
zombie?
No, I mean, like, I literally just couldn't talk or read to people because I would have to read things off to people and stuff like that. No, I can't. I couldn't even do that. So I mean, I probably need to go back to elementary school to learn how to read things correctly. Um, it's just been that kind of week for me. What about you guys? Soraya Way, you didn't say how you were doing. How are you doing, Soraya Way?
A quiet black void.
Yeah, I sort of get that. Hey, but you at least got like an hour extra sleep.
Are
Come
you
on.
talking to me?
Yes, I'm talking to you. Who else is
No, I
Soraya Way?
didn't.
You didn't get an hour extra sleep,
No, I didn't.
buddy. What are you doing? You're supposed to be like getting all
I
ready
love
for
how
this
we're
kind of
all
thing.
bedraggled.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just.
Well,
I don't know.
uh, last night was round 2 of the AFL season, and
Oh.
um, my team decided to not show up for the first half of the game.
That
That's
that's
wonderful.
troubling.
And then absolutely blow away the opposition team in the third quarter.
Well, that's also like wonderful.
um, to uh, have a much tighter win, because St Kilda were playing 2 teams instead of 1. The
Oh,
other
really?
team being the umpires.
Mm.
Hmm.
So yeah, no, the game was a lot closer than it should have been.
Well, that sounds interesting. If only I'd seen it.
Well, you can. Oh, actually, ugh. I was gonna say you can see it, but I don't know if they've got that geo blocked.
I would not know. Actually, I've never tried to watch Australian sports, so
Uh, I'm now wanting to find out if it is. Just give me a second. Because what happens is that after the game's over, they put the entire game on online,
Oh, really?
on the official AFL website.
The Force Collective, the place where you learn fun facts.
um.
Well, while you're doing that, I went to a Comic Con for the first time.
Oh.
Yes, it was quite interesting. Where I've never been to one before. I didn't know that on the third floor of the building we were in, and they do this every year, maybe more than once, but I didn't know that on the third floor is where all the signings were. And I was so stupid at first. I was thinking, is this it? Is this all there is? And I knew there was like meeting rooms and stuff like that because they had schedules and everything, but that I didn't know that the actors were going to be down there for like the entire day. I've never been to a Comic Con and nobody told me anything about it. So I'm
Sorry,
like,
hang on. Is this a Comic Con or is this a convention? Because those are two different things.
well, it was called a what was it? I thought they called it like the Lexington Comic Con. It might have been
Okay.
just Lexington Con. Okay, it's probably
Oh,
just a convention. But
yeah, no, I mean the thing is that Comic Con has a lot of uh, other conventions. I mean, there's Melbourne Comic Con, and then I don't know a few other places. So yes, it could be potentially that you went to your local city's Comic Con, but also it could just have been a normal convention.
true enough. Well, anyways, there was a bunch of like voice actors from animes, voice actors for or even just actors from shows like, let's say, the Power Rangers, because I did get to meet Tommy from the Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin and Dino Thunder. I got to meet him, and that was amazing. I even got to take a picture with him. I got his autograph somewhere in here too, but I got all that stuff, and that was the greatest thing ever. Steve Downs. I know Chrono would be probably dying if he heard me. Steve Downs from Halo. I got to meet the Master Chief. Got to take a picture with him. And him and my sister. You know, we
Actually,
both went. And
actually, talking about Halo.
yes, I know what you're gonna say, and
Did you see it?
I did watch it, and honestly, I did actually enjoy it. I've learned to separate it from the games, so I'm not going to hold too much against it because it's a completely different timeline. Uh, they are trying to go a very different direction with it, and I'm going to give it a chance because I can tell that they can do good just from the first 20 minutes of the episode. And I mean, I may not be like the biggest fan of how the rest of the episode panned out because, you know, it sort of changed a little bit from what we got to see at the very beginning. But, you know, they can do it from at least what the first 20 minutes of the show um, showed me. So I'm going to hold out hope. I'm not going to say anything just yet because this is only the first episode. I enjoyed it. I just miss Steve Downs. I even told Steve Downs, like, I wish you were the one voicing Master Chief, but it's still good. Anyways, what's your thoughts? Did you watch it?
Oh God, no.
Well, I mean, I think it's. I want to say right now, first episode's like 7 to 7.5 out of 10. I'm going to pull a Soraya away with that one, 7.5 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's my opinion. I don't know what Chrono would feel. I have no idea where Chrono is. I think he was the one asking if we were streaming today too in the Discord.
No, I did.
Was that you? I thought it said
Yep.
Chrono right above it. I'm like, oh, that was you. How in the world? How in the world did I mix that up? Okay. Anyways, whatever. Um, it was interesting. And I mean, like I've said in the past, I'm a very easily pleased person. So my review on like if you ask me to give a review on it, like I'm going to probably like it more than some people will because it don't take a lot to make me happy. Like even some of the sound effects that they brought from the old Halo games made me very happy. Okay, just some hearing some of the sound effects from the games made me happy. So if that doesn't tell you anything, then I don't know what does. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I liked it, and I hope that it gets better. But I'm not going to shy away from giving my honest opinion about it if it does something that I don't like. And I didn't like that they showed the Master Chief's face, but you know, it is a different universe, and I'm trying to rationalize it that way. Trying to keep in my head this isn't the same canon universe that we know. Plus, the fact that his hair isn't red, like it's supposed to be, really bugs me, and I'm like, okay, this isn't the same universe. Something may have changed. I don't know, but he's supposed to have red hair. You know what? I'm not going to go into this without Chrono because I want Chrono to be here for this. Okay.
That's fine. That's fine.
But anyways, 7.5 out of 10. We'll just go there. Anyway,
well, I posted the link on Discord.
Oh, you did?
So see if you can click on it. Unfortunately, it's only the match highlights. But frankly, there's some damn good highlights. You just have to wait for the second quarter.
I love that I know nothing about Halo, and so like hearing this conversation, just it's kind of and like it's like I don't have to suffer through anything if something is if it's kind of nice to like not be in general for other things too. It's like it's nice sometimes to not be a fan of something or be completely ignorant of it. And so, like, if there are any universe tamperings, which there always are in every franchise that's ever existed, it's like you just kind of are like,
wrong, but continue.
But yeah, it's kind of nice just to be an observer for a change and yeah.
Have any emotional reaction.
Yeah.
Hellscape.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, if I wanted to go at it and tell you everything that it did wrong from a like Halo fan perspective, like a hardcore original Halo fan perspective, I could do that.
We'll be here for 4 hours.
Yeah, because I may not have like gotten like super into the books. I got a few of them in here, and my sister's more into the books than I am. I'm like, I mean, I've talked about the Star Wars books. That's my thing. But I have read on some of the books, like Fall of Reach and Ghosts of Onyx. I haven't finished them, but anyway, they're very good, and that's not the point I'm trying to make. But what I'm trying to say is, I still do know the universe decently well. I played all the games on Legendary mode, which is the hardest mode. Now I'm not so hardcore of a fan that I played them all on Mythic. Mythic is with all the modifiers on. Oh gosh. Let the hour begin. The hours of hours of Halo begin.
Putting my seatbelt on.
This will be entertaining.
We might actually save this for a later date, like after episode 2 or something. But I'm going to go ahead and ask you what you thought about Chrono. But there's one thing before I do that. I went to I'm going to say Comic-Con. I can't remember exactly what they called it. For the first time, I went to a Comic-Con for the first time. Seen a bunch of cosplayers. Seen a bunch of actors, voice actors for anime and all that stuff. I did get to. Let me tell you all of them I met before I tell you the biggest one. I mean, I already told everybody else about the 2 biggest ones I met.
I just hang on. I just realized You streamed none of it. What the hell?
I wish I could have. That would be wonderful. I didn't have like my phone was literally practically dead. I don't know what happened to it. I think I forgot to charge it.
Yeah,
And
that usually happens. I mean, if you don't charge it, the phone dies.
Oh!
yeah, okay, yeah. True enough. I got like I'll send you guys pictures of stuff in our Discord of what I got, because I got like for you guys that like Naruto, I got like a huge, not poster, it's more of like it's on a hard like cardboard type material. But it's as big as a poster of
Oh.
the image of Team 7, like from the
I
first
don't-
series.
I don't
Signed
care
by-
about photos of posters.
Well, I'll
Give
get
me
to
all
the other stuff.
Give me all the cute cosplayers. I mean, come on, Jesus.
There was a lot of good cosplayers. There was a lot of good ones. I got with mainly the Star Wars ones though.
Did you go as Anakin?
I didn't go. You know what makes me? Let me tell you something that annoyed me. There was 3 guys dressed as Obi-Wan. I walk by them and I say hello there, and none of them pay me any mind.
What?
They don't say anything to me.
How
Keep
uncivilized.
going. I know, right?
No.
I was
No.
annoyed.
because you were
Tell
meant
them to go home
say-
and rethink their lives.
You were meant
Yeah.
to. No.
Yes.
No. The reason they didn't react was because you were meant to say General Kenobi.
Well, that would have worked, except somebody has to say hello there first.
Oh, that's right. It's the
It's
other way
just a
around,
universal
isn't it?
greeting.
Yeah.
It's a universal greeting for all Star Wars fans. Okay, somebody says hello there, the other one says General Kenobi. That's how it goes. Okay, that's universal Star Wars nerd greeting.
Yeah, no, sorry.
If you
I
don't
had it
know
back
this-
in front. I'm severely uncaffeinated right now, so
It's
of
okay.
course I will.
It's okay. I know you just woke up. You're okay. So one of them had a really good cosplay, and there was another guy that I seen up there. I didn't get to take a picture with him, unfortunately, but there was another guy that I seen up there that had a really good cosplay of. I know it's Last Jedi Luke, but man, the guy had like the costume down, and his hair was like the exact same shade. It was almost as long, and his face actually sort of looked like Mark Hamill's. I'm not kidding. It almost looked like Mark Hamill for a moment. And I was like, that guy looks just like Luke from The Last Jedi. And I wanted to go take a picture with him because it was such a good cosplay. Even if it is Last Jedi Luke, it was good. And I mean, I couldn't get to because we were having to leave. But anyways, there was a lot of other ones. Like there was a Darth Vader cosplayer. I didn't get to take a picture with him because I was in line for Jason David Frank.
Whoa.
Yeah, I got to meet Jason David Frank, which was amazing. He's one
Green
of
or
the big,
white?
I prefer the White Ranger. I prefer
Oh,
the White
yes. I knew you would say that. Yeah.
Ranger. How
I can
how'd
keep
you
talking
know?
to you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I prefer white. I really do. But I got to see him. I got an autograph from him. He's in his Green Ranger suit in the autograph. It's really cool. He also gave me like this small card for his upcoming movie, and he signed it as well. It was for The Legend of the White Dragon, which I think is in collaboration with Bat in the Sun. I think they have a YouTube channel. Jason David Frank also has a YouTube channel, if I'm not mistaken. So if you want to see that teaser, you should do that. I'm serious. It's
Oh,
pretty
I didn't know
interesting.
about that movie. Sounds good.
Well, you're about to find out. Just go look at that teaser. It's really interesting. They even had like images that could be signed of the Legend of the White Dragon. But I know him from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers because I loved Mighty Morphin Power Rangers when I
Yeah.
was little,
Who doesn't?
and I still do. And I was just like, yeah, I gotta get the Tommy from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. So it was pretty nice to get to see him up there. Me and my sister got to take a picture with him. It was awesome. But there's one more big celebrity I went and seen, and I'll tell you that one last. But let me tell you about everything else that I did. So, me and a bunch of people I worked with, some of them I didn't even know was going to be there. There's like a lot of people that I worked with up there, and I've seen a lot. I've seen most of them because one of them I knew was going to be up there because they were, we were going to meet up there. So we went. Another one, I goes to these kinds of things. So when my sister seen him there, I was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. And there was another one who brought her kids there, and I'm like, I did not expect to see you here. I went up and talked to her, and I'm like, I didn't expect to see you here. And she's like, yeah, I brought my kids up here.
I thought you were going to say, and I went after those kids like Anakin.
That's wonderful. That's a good joke. I mean, did you look at my background image, by the way? I don't know if you paid attention. Okay. Did you see the thumbnail too? Did you see the thumbnail? I mean,
no, I didn't see the thumbnail.
You need to look at the thumbnail for the stream. It's similar to what we usually have, but it's not. It's a joke.
Spicier.
Sorry, somebody came in here. Anyways, so we were up there and we talked to.
You need a light or something, saying
I know, I
stream.
do. I know. Whenever I get enough money, I'll do that. But first, I'm going to save up for next year's Comic Con because I didn't have enough money this time around. It was
just saw the thumbnail.
There was so much. There was so much. That big poster board thing of Team 7 from Naruto, that was $80 alone. Man,
what?
But it was but it was also signed by the artist, and the artist is a super friendly guy. He even gave like a free trading card that he's also made, and it was Kakashi, from Naruto as well. Really nice.
Well, then it's okay.
Yeah, completely okay. I mean, Kakashi's on both of them, so I can't complain. Kakashi's probably the best of them all.
You see.
Yeah, I agree.
This is your first convention, so you might not realize this. What you do is that you go, if you're wanting to buy stuff, go on the last day and do all your shopping in the last 2 hours.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing, though. I was only going to be able to go for one day.
Well, you make sure it's the last day.
Well, the problem is some of the people that I wanted to see weren't there on the last day. By the way, Matt Lanter and Matthew Wood were supposed to be there, which was part of the reason why I was going up there. The voice of Anakin and Grievous on the Clone Wars. They were supposed to be there. And I guess they had to cancel or something like that because it seems like last minute they were taken off the list. But they were going to be up there. And I was like, oh, man, I'm going to get to meet the voice of Anakin and Grievous. Oh, that's going to be so cool. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. But the first celebrity I ever met was Dwayne Cameron up there. He was the Silver Ranger for Operation Overdrive. So,
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
So I got to meet him. He's a very friendly fellow, by the way. Very friendly fellow.
That show was really stupid, but the production value of the show was amazing.
It really was.
I mean, I didn't understand how can you have such a great production and make the story so lame and boring. I mean, the costumes look great, the swords look great, but you just can't stand the whole 30 minutes to watch. It's like, oh man.
Hey, I will say their team up episode where they teamed up with Power Rangers throughout like the years was really good though. I always loved the crossover episodes.
The crossover episodes are always cool.
He had like his original SPD band because he also played in SPD.
Oh, SPD is one of my top favorites.
It is the best one besides Dino Thunder. He was also
Yeah.
in Dino Thunder. Speaking of, he was in all three of those, but he was more like he didn't have a major role in either of those. He had, his first major role in Overdrive. So I learned a few things. I learned a few things from him about all that stuff. It was quite interesting. A lot of the episodes were filmed in New Zealand. Actually, I think all the stuff that they did was filmed in New Zealand, which was
Most of
very
Power
interesting.
Rangers are, right?
Yeah. And he's one of the only Disney era Power Rangers that do conventions like that. So it's sort of cool that I got to meet him first. I got like an exclusive pin that was signed by him. I got to take a picture with him. That was pretty interesting.
Actually, is everyone else? Does everyone else realize who else is doing conventions?
Who else is doing conventions?
Gina Carano.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
is she?
Yes,
Yeah.
and Twitter hated it.
Nice.
He's doing one. I think it's next month, right, or something.
One in Orlando, Florida, and one in somewhere in Texas. I don't know where the one in Texas is.
It's so funny to see Twitter trying to get the convention to drop her like that's going to happen.
For every one tweet sort of going, ew, there's like 2 tweets going, oh my god, yes. And
Yeah, the meltdown is really cool to watch.
It was just, and they had all of the classics,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's a transphobe.
Hey, speaking of, I know I'm like
What of
interrupting, but
transphobes?
no, I mean speaking of Gina Carano, like there was somebody from The Mandalorian that was there. Moff Gideon. I didn't get to see him though because he wasn't there at the time.
Oh,
Giancarlo's always cool.
Yeah, Moff Gideon was down there, and I was like, "Oh man, I wish I could get to him," because I don't think either he was gone for lunch or something like that, or he just wasn't there on Saturday. I don't know. I couldn't see what his days that he was supposed to be there were, but his station was over there, and from when I was in a certain line, I'm going to tell you guys. Well, I'm going to tell Chrono about this in just a minute. I already told you guys, but when I was in a certain line for a certain someone, I seen that over there, and I'm like, man, I wish that he was here right now because I would love to go see him. But he wasn't there at the time. There was a lot of other people there, like Bulk and Skull from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. They were both there. Man, they are such friendly guys. I didn't get to go meet them. I was going to, but we were sort of in a rush because we had to go get food. We were starved.
Hey, come on! You got food at home. You don't have celebrities at home. What are you talking about?
Well, we had somebody waiting on us too, and they were hungry, so we didn't want to hold them up. But we did get to meet Zach Aguilera. I know we are. This was near the end of the day. It's like 2 hours away and closing, so we had been there since it opened. Which was, I think at like 10 in the morning. Yeah. It opened at 10.
And
what?
You spent the entire day there. And
yeah, and
you're meant to do that.
Yeah, I know that. I told them that you better be prepared for us to stay there all day because that's what we're going to do. And we did.
I'm sorry. At conventions, you're meant to have the 3-day pass, and you're meant to be there every day, and you're meant to leave at the end.
Well, guess what? This is my first time. Okay, I'll know it better next time for sure.
And
I'll know for sure next time.
you need to take a lot
I've
of
got-
money with you.
Yeah, I'm going to try to save like at least $1,000 for something like this. Maybe more. I feel like I'll need more. There's so much I wanted to get.
You mean you want to take more?
Dang it, you're gonna make me do this, aren't you? You're gonna make me do this, aren't you?
Oh,
Okay,
I was
here
waiting
you go.
for it. I
Take
was-
it. Is this what
Yeah,
you
and
wanted?
I don't think saying take it before you do that
Shut up.
is the best thing to say.
Shut up.
Never.
I realized it after I'd said it. Like, oh, that's gonna sound so bad.
like I said in another stream, that's your superpower. You just excel at making things sound weird.
Well, anyways, we'll move away from that. What was that? Nothing. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, anyways, I got to talk to Zach Aguilera, who is also the voice of the main character for Demon Slayer. Got to meet him.
Is Tanjiro?
Yeah.
I don't know because I watched it in Japanese, so I don't know who the English actors are.
Oh, you mean the? Okay, no, the English voice actor. Yeah.
Yeah,
You watched it in Japanese?
yeah. I only watch anime in Japanese with English
Ah.
subtitles. Yeah, I don't like most dubs.
You,
But that's a me thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
I know, but you really should watch Dress Up Darling with the
In English? Oh, don't remind me. I'm so
oh,
sad that it ended.
What do you mean?
Ah.
What do you mean it ended?
The,
Is
the,
it
the
just one
season
season?
ended.
The season
Oh.
ended.
Oh, really? I haven't watched it yet. So don't say
You
anything.
should.
I know. I'm going to. I
Oh,
promise. I've got a list like on my phone right here.
Put
I've
it
got
to
this
the
little
top.
app. I've
Put it
got
to
a
the
little
top.
app on my phone that puts post-it notes on my screen.
Put it to
And
the top.
Yeah.
it is fourth down because I've got 2 ongoing ones that I'm currently watching. No, 3 current ones that I'm ongoing ones that I'm currently watching, and then it's the next one under that because the rest of them I haven't touched at all. It's the top of the ones I haven't gotten to yet. So I've got my list sort of organized in like the ones I've already been watching, and I'm just
And what are
looking at
those 3?
the 3 that I am currently watching is Sword Art Online, which I finished the last season recently. That came out. Boruto, I've not finished it yet. I've took a break from it, but I'm going to finish it. I promise. Comey Can't Communicate. I haven't watched the last episode yet. I'm going to though, and then that's when My Dress Up Darling shows up on my list because those are the 3 anime right there that I haven't gotten through yet. I did start.
Watching the others. Watch Dress Up Darling.
Yeah.
I'm going to. I promise.
Drop Boruto. You won't lose any value there.
I can't say you're wrong. This list is continuing to grow. It's a small list right now, but it's continuing to grow whenever I see a new one that I want to watch.
hang on.
And you better finish
out-
Komi
read
because
out
season
the
2 is coming up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, next anime season is Komi season 2.
Nice.
Read out the list.
Hmm?
Because read out the list that you got.
It's small right now. And it's full of some that I've actually like I once watched a while back, but never actually watched. Like the first season of Yu-Gi-Oh! That's on my list of things to watch. Or not the first season, the first series. I'm on the second season. I finished the first season. I'm trying to catch back up on stuff that I missed out on. And I think I've not completely finished the first series of Pokemon, the Indigo League. So I'm working on that. Fruits Basket, I haven't finished yet, but I think I've gotten through most of the first season. So that one's good. JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, of course. And My Hero Academia, I started back on it yesterday. I'm starting season 4 over because I can't remember. Well, I can remember most of what happened, but I wanted to refresh myself because it's been so long since I watched season 4, and
I
never
stopped
finished season 4.
watching the current season.
What, season 5? Is that
Yeah.
the current season?
I think
Well,
so.
my sister wanted me to get back into it so she can talk to me about it. So I'm watching it with her, and I'm going to be rewatching Sword Art Online with my sister because she really wants to watch it, and I want to talk about everything that happened in the last 2 seasons that they don't know about. So that's something. Well, anyways, back to my Comic Con. So Zach Aguilera, very friendly fellow. I'm telling you, very friendly. We got an autograph for my sister, because she couldn't, wasn't able to be there at the time. So we went and got an autograph from him for our sister, and he wanted us to tell her hi for him and all that stuff. He's a very nice guy.
Well, he signed for you a photo?
He signed 2 photos, one from one of my sisters, one for my other one. I spent all my money on the stuff I wanted, so I didn't get to get an autograph from him myself, but getting to talk to him and be there with him was pretty interesting. So I could say I'd done that at the very least. A very friendly guy. He also has a YouTube channel, by the way.
So is the dub good?
Huh?
Is the dub good? I mean, I've
I
never
like
listened
it.
to it. Yeah.
I like it. I'm on
Oh,
episode
okay.
7 of Demon Slayer. I mean,
Oh, you just started.
Yeah, I just started it.
Oh no. You really have to drop most of the stuff you're doing and just binge it all the way through.
Well, that's what he said. He's like, "Oh, the crazy stuff is just beginning. It's not even gotten
amazing.
crazy yet." So after he told me that, I was hyped and I wanted to watch it. But
I just got last week. I just got almost all of the Funko Pops for Demon Slayer.
Really?
Yeah, they are really, really cool and really hard to find. Everyone's buying them by boxes.
Mm-hmm.
I had to pay a little extra for 2 of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I assure you, by the end of this year, they won't be available anywhere, and they will be like $100 each.
Dang, you could have come down here and got one of those signed because I think it was $60 to sign a Funko. You could have got him to sign one of those. You missed out.
Yeah. That.
And then it would have been worth a whole lot. There was a lot of good cosplayers for Demon Slayer, though. Like the whole Zach Aguilera line was full of people dressed as either the main character or some other character. I'm still trying to learn all the names of the characters where I just started it. So forgive me if I don't remember the names too well. But they all had some really good cosplays, and that whole line was full of that. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. And my sister and I didn't get to meet her, but my sister got to meet the voice actor of Toga from My Hero Academia and Dobby, both of them. She got an autograph from them, both on the same 8x10 piece of paper or photo, not piece of paper, on the same 8x10 photo, because it's like a Ukraine support thing where if you get this certain one right here, all the money for that goes straight to Ukraine. So both Dobby's voice actor and Toga's voice actor signed it, which was amazing.
So anime fans are helping fund Zelensky's war?
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess so. I guess so. I don't know.
Well, he needs all the bullets that he can, not lift.
I mean, I guess so. Well, anyways, she was able to get both of their signatures on that one 8x10 though, which was amazing. Because it had both of their characters on it, and she didn't even have to wait in line for the other guy. She literally got to go through the exit and just straight to him. So she didn't even have to wait in that long line. I mean, it's a win-win.
Yeah.
A win-win. I don't think she had to pay for it either. I think she only had to pay for that one 8x10 and she got both signatures.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
But by the way, how much did you pay for Jason's autograph? Because I hear those are expensive.
$80 for the autograph, but it was also a combo. You got to take a picture with them. So it was, or you could have done
picture and signature for $80. It's okay.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad, and plus I got 2 signatures technically because of that little small card that I was telling you about that was advertising his new movie. He signed that, so I got 2 signatures and a picture with him. It was awesome. Let's see.
Did you get a kick from him or something?
No, he didn't kick me. No, he didn't kick me. He was
Those
holding
are
the
extra.
autograph. Yeah, those are extra. I mean, if I had the money, I probably would have asked him to kick me, but you know. Anyway, so Bulk and Skull were there. I think the actual actor's name is Jason Narvey. I can't remember the other ones.
Yeah, they are Paul Schreier and Jason Narvey.
Yeah, okay, yeah, Jason Narvey and you know what?
Paul Schreier.
Yeah, exactly. So those 2 were there, and I seen them posing for pictures with a bunch of people. I was in line for Jason David Frank, and the line was so long that it was in front of their booth, and I was like, oh, I get to see these guys up close though, so that's awesome. And they took a bunch of pictures with people, and some of the pictures were them pretending to bully the person in the picture, which was really funny. I loved it. And they really haven't, I mean, besides growing facial hair, they did not look like they were that much different than when they were in the show. And I'm like, oh man, I love these guys. They haven't hardly changed that much, besides being a little older, you know. So I mean, it was quite interesting to get to see them up close. Zordon's voice was there. I don't know if it was his voice or his face or both. I can't remember how that worked, but Zordon was there. I would assume it's his voice. Catherine Sutherland, I think she was the yellow Mighty Morphin Ranger, or was she? No, she was the pink one.
She was Kimberly's replacement. Yeah.
Yep. And then there was another one. I'm trying to remember who it was. It was the Yellow Ranger that replaced Trini. I'm trying to remember.
Aisha.
Her name. Yeah.
The character's name is Aisha, and the girl's name I don't really remember.
Yeah. It's been a while since I watched it, so I knew her name. I just can't remember it now. Why is it left me? Well, she was there. So there was a lot of Power Ranger related people. Johnny Bosch, Adam from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the one that replaced Zach, he was there, and I wanted so badly to see him, but I ran out of money, like I said. So I didn't get an
Hey,
autograph from him.
Tano.
Oh, yes. Sorry, I've had
yeah.
vicious dogs making noise in that.
Yeah. Do we just want to go to another stream so they can, just
geek out,
sit here and geek out over Power Rangers for the next 3 hours?
Well, it won't be 3 hours, okay? 4 maybe.
It gives them joy.
Okay. We'll stop with the Power Rangers for a little bit because I have something much just as interesting that I already told you 2 about.
Yeah, what's the big reveal?
All right. So I got to meet somebody very special, somebody that actually drove me to go up there. Steve Downs.
Steve Downs,
Master Chief's voice actor.
Master Chief. Oh, you met the Master Chief's voice?
I met the Master Chief's voice.
Did you get him to record a message in your phone?
No, unfortunately, I didn't get to do that. I did get to. We did get his autograph, and we did get to take a picture with him.
Did you tell him you are sorry for the series?
No, I didn't tell him that. I did tell him that I miss him in it. You know, I told him that I wish he was in it instead. But it is what it is. Let me tell you something. I asked him, "What was your favorite Halo to work on?" And
what did he say?
He said Halo 4 or Halo Infinite. And I was like, "Oh, really?" And he's like, "Well, for one, I got to work with Jen Taylor in the same room in Halo 4."
I can totally believe he said Halo 4 because when you hear his lines in Halo 4, he's so much full of life compared to the other games.
Yeah. And I mean, he said that I get to talk more, which I think he enjoys doing the voice of Master Chief a lot. So the fact that he got to talk more in that game probably it does actually it does make sense that he would like that.
Yeah.
He said a few other things. He said that he liked also working on Infinite a lot, due to it just being an all around, good game. And I guess he's talking about the campaign and stuff like that. We already know about some of the controversy with the other
Yeah.
stuff, but the campaign was good. I liked it. Actually, currently, my sister is trying to beat it in the other room over there. So, I think, look, you should. No, I can't. I shouldn't tell you. My sister would kill me if I told you. Okay. Anyways,
Then tell us. You have to tell us now.
I can't tell you. She'll kill me. I want to be here for the next time we stream, and it's. But let's just say she's a very big fan of.
But we can always use somehow shade return.
Somehow shade returns. Look, this isn't the Disney trilogy,
We
okay?
can somehow you back.
Somehow be back.
Somehow you
Well, maybe. I might tell you later. Maybe. But let's just say she's a huge fan of, Steve Downs. Okay? So I think that was her favorite part of the entire convention. Not to mention it was my favorite part too, because he didn't try to rush us out or anything like that. He was there talking with us for what little time that we had there, and he was just all around a very nice guy, very nice guy. I can't remember everything that was said, but when he was talking about Infinite, he seemed like he really enjoyed working on the story of Infinite, or working on his voice for the story of Halo Infinite. I just can't remember everything that was said, but I can believe it because Chief gets to speak a lot in the game too.
Yeah.
So that was always like earlier before I got on stream, I seen one of the cut scenes, and it was like a very touching cut scene between Echo 216 and Chief. I know his actual name, but not everybody else does, so I'm not going to say.
So you do realize what this means, the fact that he said that 4 and Infinite were his favorite.
What does that mean?
I mean, he skipped 5, so that means even he doesn't like 5.
Oh yeah. Oh, that makes so much sense.
Yeah.
That makes so much sense. Oh man, I need to. I don't know if my sister realized that or not. I'm going to tell her that when I go back in there. When I go back to see her. Anyways, so yeah, that was the biggest part of my day. Which, if I'd known that all the actors were on the third floor, I'm going back to that point that I was trying to make. If I'd known that all those actors were down on the third floor, I would have went straight there, because I spent money on things on the top floor before I even went and seen the actors, and I'm like, I had more money than this. I could have seen more people, and then I could have went up there and went shopping. I may not have gotten everything that I did buy, but I would have gotten more down there, and I'll know better for next time, because I do plan on going to our, to that convention next year or later this year. I think they actually do it twice a year, I think.
But even if you ran out of money and you wanted some more out of the experience, for what you're describing, and given it was your first con, you got really lucky. You got a lot of cool stuff.
Oh yeah,
mostly cool experiences, because you met very, very cool characters from your favorite franchises all in one day.
I know, right? Like the two biggest people in those franchises that I love so much were both there, and I was so happy to see that. And like I said earlier, Matt Lanter was supposed to be there. I was going to skip Matthew Wood, not because I don't like him, but because I knew I wouldn't be able to go to everybody. And I picked like 4 people that I absolutely had to see. And, I didn't know about how the scheduling thing worked. I thought that they were there for only certain times of the day. And when, Jason David Frank had like a photo op at like 1:55. No, had a meeting, not 1:55. It was 11 o'clock, and I didn't get to see that Q&A with Jason David Frank. And I thought that's where you would get to do all that, all the signing and stuff like that. I literally just gave up. I was like, oh no, I missed out. And I was like, yeah, I guess I won't get to see him. So I'll go try to find everybody. I couldn't find anybody that I was looking for. And I'm like, what in the world? Where are they at? And finally, somebody had told us they're on the bottom floor. And I'm like, wait, the bottom floor? Because
There's a bottom floor.
there's a bottom floor. Hey, look, the room I was in did not look like it went down at all. Like it didn't look like there was a staircase. I did not. I was new to that building. I've not been to that to Lexington. Like I don't go there often. You know, I'm not a city boy. I'm a very country boy. I'm very country. You know, I may not. I may sound it. I don't know. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. Maybe the way I sound on here sort of makes it sound worse. I don't know. I don't feel like I sound like super redneck. I hope I don't. If I do, I'm sorry.
You want to know, or should we leave the mystery?
I have a feeling I have a feeling I know, but go ahead and tell me.
I'm just messing with you. I don't think you sound redneck at all.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'll take that.
But I want 2 of those cases of moonshine.
Look, I've never drank moonshine and I don't plan on it, okay? We'll talk about that later. Anyway. No, just kidding. Okay, enough about me, because I think I spent almost the entire time speaking about, Comic-Con. What do you guys want to talk about? Because I want to say that I'm going to keep the stream going for at least another 40 minutes at the least.
I think it would be fair to ask Commander Tano what she wants to talk about.
Yeah, because she's the one that's at least. So go ahead, Commander Tano. You tell us everything that you want to tell us. Speak to your heart's content.
My heart's content. Oh my, oh dear.
Yes.
At
least for the next 30 to 40 minutes.
Oh dear. See, yeah, it's like this is the wrong. I'm like my mind is like in. But I need. I don't know. My mind is like in exam study fog, so I'm kind of like I'm just kind of almost enjoying just being a passenger on this one. But I don't know, what to talk about. I mean, I'd say child murder, but we always talk about that. So,
I mean, it's sort of already on the background, so we got that covered this time around.
We do.
Yeah. Well,
when I'm been in such a fog. When does the Obi-Wan series?
I think
happen?
May 25th. May 25th,
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Okay.
That's coming up.
Yeah. What do you guys think of the Grand Inquisitor's look? Did we ever talk about this? I feel like we did, but I can't remember. If not, let's just go ahead. Did we? We did?
Not significantly.
It absolutely surprised me when someone went through all the Inquisitors and went, we've seen these guys before. They don't look like this. What the hell? And that surprised me because I didn't actually realize that they were the characters that they were because they didn't look like the characters they were meant to be.
True enough.
Yeah.
I mean,
so it was sort of like, oh yeah, no, there's some pretty cool characters, and then someone goes, oh yeah, it's this character. It's like, oh my god, how badly could they have stuffed that up?
I mean, I was willing to give it a chance, but the more I look at, the character, the more I want to say, didn't you pay attention to the detail or the little details from the guys from Star Wars Episode 3 on Utapau, or even from the Grand Inquisitor from Rebels? Didn't you notice that maybe his head wasn't as wide as that? I mean,
that's what someone pointed out. this isn't a case of fans just being a little pissy because a whole lot of people brought up that tired old argument of, well, you didn't complain when they drew Count Dooku in Clone Wars and he looked like his head had just been squished.
That's a dumb argument. It's literally.
It
How
is,
do
but
I-
I mean,
How do you explain how dumb that is? I mean, think about it.
It's really dumb because the argument being that they don't look alike, but you're comparing it to a cartoon, not to a real life performance.
yeah. But
That's the
thing.
that's the big thing is that
when you
for-
compare, that's the thing. It's that people are trying to straw man. I think the complaint is like comparing apples to oranges when it isn't. It's if you the issue is when you compare apples to apples, live action and live action. There's a big difference.
Yeah. See, I've seen comparisons between that I guess he's like the prime minister on Utapau. I don't know what he is. The one that Obi-Wan spoke to.
yeah.
I've seen comparisons of, because they're the same race. I've seen comparisons of his face and then the Grand Inquisitor's face. And I'm like, how did they mess that up? Because that's literally in Star Wars Episode 3. Like, can't you be a little more faithful to the continuity? Can't you, or the design that is, to the race that you're trying to depict? Because if his teeth aren't slanted inward like that, then I'm going to be even more annoyed, because if he has just regular human teeth, I'm just going to be like, yeah, they didn't care about this character, apparently. Not enough to actually pay attention to all the details.
He's missing the yellow eyes too.
Oh, is he? I didn't
Yeah.
pay attention to
He
that.
doesn't have yellow eyes in the trailer.
Oh, no.
But and the more you see, the more you sort of sit back and you realize that, oh dear God, it's another half-baked episode. It's another half-baked show. And then, I don't know about you, but I started getting a bit worried about that.
I'm hoping it's just isolated to that, and that's it. But
The biggest problem is
Yeah.
that there's too many problems that have reared its head.
yeah,
And I get part of it could be is, after what we saw with the Book of Boba Fett, and it was not only half baked in parts, it was just like
Completely undercooked.
yes, and it's like, so part of it could just like when I was seeing the trailer, part of it could just be for me when I was seeing like just residual cynicism kicking in or whatever, but the other thing, it just kind of hit me like that they're only going to they've gone through Book of Boba Fett, they're we're going to get this Obi-Wan series. It's like at some point they're going to run out of, and how they've been able to get audiences for those is obviously these are characters with long histories that people love and are very interested in. But at some point they're going to run out of characters like that to milk material from. And it's like if they're gonna just keep it up with thinking that offering up some half-baked series is gonna kind of keep the fans around long term, and it might like I just don't see that being sustainable. Like if this one isn't good, I think people are going to lose. Just kind of, I think you're going to have a lot of people check
Just
out.
tune out.
Yep.
yeah, including
Oh,
myself, actually.
Yeah, I'm getting to that stage as well.
Yeah, because this is the show I've been waiting for since Disney bought Star Wars, and the fact that they finally decided to make it, they better do it right. They know this is what we want. The one thing that we wanted almost more than anything else.
There is actually real reason for concern. I mean, we first of all we just came out of Book of Boba Fett, which was very underwhelming, and we also know the history of this particular show. We know how many scripts they threw away because they were not happy with one or two or three details, and we know this was supposed to be a movie, and then it turned into a show, and I think that what we're seeing in the trailer with this, with the Inquisitor and some other details that have come to light, it only shows that they really don't know what they want to do. They're just putting the stuff out because they need the content to drive the people.
Yep.
But really, they don't seem to have a plan. They don't seem to know where they're going. And one of the things where some of the reviewers were saying that actually worries me because I hadn't looked at it that way, is that if you carefully look at the trailer and try to fill in the blanks of what we don't see, it might be possible that Obi-Wan is not going to be much on screen on the show. And I would really be pissed if they go that way.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be about Obi-Wan.
It's supposed to be his show.
But he's a cis white male.
We can't have that. Sorry, I forgot.
Yeah, no.
I forgot. Dang it. Well, the show's ruined. He's white,
And cis.
and that too.
And male.
Yeah, that also. Yeah.
Very toxic.
Completely toxic. Look, if they go that route, if they ruin this character through this show, then I'm just officially done. Like, I'm just going to go back to the days of Star Wars when, Legends was a thing and all this stuff. I mean, I've already sort of went back to that, but I'm going to officially be like, yeah, the current canon is completely dead to me. Completely.
Oh, come on. We know you love Geode.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Geode will always have a special place in my heart, Geode and Hauser's hair. I can't say about that either.
What if they made a spin-off with Geode and Hauser's hair?
How about we just put Hauser's hair on Geode? Yeah. I think I got some gold going on here. Lucasfilm, you need to hire me. I know
No, because
exactly what they need.
you're a cis white male. You can't work there.
That's true. That's right. Dang it. Well, I'll get them to hire my sister, and I'll give her all the good ideas.
Or you can just identify differently by the end of next week, and you will probably get hired.
I mean, I guess that'll work. I mean, I can identify as a can of soup, and they can't say anything. It's my body, my identity. Come on. If I want to be a can of soup, I'll be a can of soup. Okay?
You can't stop me.
Exactly. Society has led me to this, okay? I have to do it. I have to be what I was born to be. A can of soup. I don't know what
I think that would be a first. I don't think we have heard from a can of soup on Twitter, so yeah, you might be onto something here.
That's true. I need to change my Twitter handle to a can of soup, and then just change the Force Collective's logo to an actual can of soup.
What would your pronouns be?
Can or soup. That's.
Hang on, isn't this before? Sorry, and? Not all.
Oh, can
And not all.
and soup. Yeah, sorry. I look. I'm usually the grammar police around here. Okay, you can't take my job. I'll make mistakes. Okay.
Yes, I can.
Oh, I don't think so. Sorry, I did not actually mean that to come out as an Obi-Wan reference, but it did. So I'm happy about it. I live as Obi-Wan. That's literally me. Well, anyway.
So hang on, that's your pronouns?
Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yeah, we can make that my pronouns.
And your pronouns is hello and there.
Oh yeah. I might know that. That's funny.
Yeah, it is.
Oh gosh, I honestly like.
Hang
I
on,
didn't-
quickly.
Hmm?
You need to throw some bait out so we don't get cancelled. Quick, throw it out.
Oh, throw bait. Okay. There.
Yes.
Wait, I just realized he's a white male. Oh no.
Don't question it. It's the only bait we've got.
That's the problem. Here, I'll throw something else out.
Oh, they fly now! They fly now! They fly now!
We got John Boyega and
That is not Raylo. We want Raylo.
look, you're gonna have to settle for Oscar Isaac and John Boyega.
Actually, you should have used Ray instead because it's Women's Month. So
Oh, that's true.
Yes.
It's Women's Month. Happy Women's Month, by the way, Commander Tano. You're a strong female, a Mary Sue of the Force Collective, and we need to celebrate you. We really need to celebrate you, and the perfect way to celebrate you is with this right here. There you go. That
well, yeah.
is
To be fair,
that's
there was
my
no
comment.
discrimination there. I mean, he
Yeah, no
killed whatever was in that room.
Yep.
See, I'm showing you that I'm open-minded, and I'm also like for gender equality. So
Very inclusive in the child murder.
yes,
Yeah.
very inclusive.
Inclusive child murder. Yep.
I had to play the clip at least once, okay?
Aren't
Oh,
you
gosh.
contractually obliged to do that?
I mean, if I'm the one making my own contract, then yes.
yeah,
I mean, anytime I think about the clip, I mean, the next thing that I think of is this.
This is where the fun begins.
So, anytime I'm just thinking this is where the fun begins the entire time. I know I'm a little sadistic. I'm just kidding. I don't actually think like that. It's all part of the joke, or is it?
it's a bit nebulous there.
Oh gosh. Well,
Well, I have a question
yeah.
because
Okay.
I don't really remember. But what's the date for the anniversary stream? I don't really remember.
It was supposed to be last Friday.
The 25th anniversary.
The 25th anniversary, by the way. Yes, the 25th anniversary, not the 25th day of the month. No, it's the 25th anniversary. Clearly, I got that right. You know.
We've all been
What?
together 25 years.
Yeah, somehow within the last year we time skipped, made it 25. I don't know why I messed up that badly. For anybody that doesn't know, I was talking like before the stream, and I kept saying that the 25th anniversary instead of the 25th day of March was our first year anniversary. So that, I don't know how I messed that up, but I did. Anyways, it has been 1 year, and I think that I want to do a stream specifically for this, but the stuff that I had set or planned did not pan out, and not to mention that my work schedule has changed to the point where I don't know if I can do a 4-hour stream because that would keep me up like for a long time, and I have to sleep because I work.
Do you?
Yes. I believe it or not, I do have to actually sleep. I'm gonna
Just
have to
get some
figure out-
caffeine and hook it to
Get
your
some caffeine.
veins.
I feel like I need that sometimes, especially lately. I did not get as much sleep yesterday. Yesterday night. For whatever reason, I think I was probably just too excited for the Comic-Con yesterday. Or it wasn't yesterday. I stayed up till like 1 or 2 o'clock, and I had to be up by at least like 5 or 6. So I didn't get as much sleep that night. I was just either too excited or I don't know. I don't know what was wrong with me. But, I didn't sleep that much. And I felt like yesterday I needed the caffeine because I was like falling asleep on the way home. I was falling asleep at home. I barely stayed awake last night when I was watching The Bad Batch with my sister. Believe it or not, one of my sisters don't like Star Wars that much. And, the fact that she asked me to watch Star Wars with her was, amazing. And it was The Bad Batch. She never got to. She watched the ending of the Clone Wars, so she wanted to go and watch The Bad Batch next because I think she did see like a couple episodes of it, but she didn't actually watch the show. So I told her, yes, I will watch that with you. So we watched the first episode last night, and then I fell asleep at the beginning of the next episode because I was just that tired. But she fell asleep through like the middle of it too. So we were. She was at the Comic-Con as well, and we were both like very tired after all that. So, but yeah, I don't know. I think it's been it's been a really good year though for the Force Collective. I mean, it's the only year technically for the Force Collective. But as far as being a good year, I think it has been a pretty good year. I did, things have changed since, I first started this, and there was so much more I wanted to do with all this that
Wanted
I
to do
haven't been
more?
able to. Don't make me do this. Don't
I
make me
gotta
do
stay
this.
for the more.
Okay.
Steve,
Okay.
play the clip. Play the clip.
All right. I'll do it for you guys, okay? Okay. You got your more, okay?
Thank you.
Yes. Have a good night, Commander Tano.
Yeah.
Thank you. And yes, this has been a great year. That said, we don't
Yes.
have anything to compare it to yet, but
And
maybe.
another year to come, I guess.
Next year.
Maybe next time we stream, we can talk about what our favorite part about being at the Force Collective for a whole year was, or something. I don't know.
We
We'll save
do
the
need to at this point.
anniversary
We need
next
to commit to a 25th year anniversary.
we sort of need to now. I've said it too many times.
So
Well,
let's all try to stay alive for the next 25 years. And
yeah.
You realize we are thinking about 25 years and World War III is just around the corner.
Don't say that.
Well,
Around
start
the
working
corner?
on your.
I thought it was already here.
Exactly.
Well, yeah.
Start digging your bunkers.
Oh no. Well, lucky for me, mine's already dug. I'm just kidding. I haven't actually dug one. But anyways, you have a good rest of your night, Commander Tano.
You too. See you around.
We'll figure out the next time we stream. The next time we stream will be like an anniversary celebration thing. It'll be late, but oh well. All right. Have fun.
See ya.
Later.
All right. Anyways.
So you were saying you wanted to do more, and in
Yeah, I
what
did.
way?
Yeah. I guess I wanted to, like, I used to have the time to do more like gameplay videos, stuff like that. I thought about branching out a little bit more, making like not just Star Wars stuff. I thought about that too. Like let's say I do Halo content, like we talk about Halo every once in a while, or anime. Actually, I just have an anime segment because clearly we know about our anime. At least you guys do. I know some.
If we had an anime show, we would be here talking for days.
That's true. That is very true. I also want to learn like how to do like just pre-recorded videos, and we just have. I know how, I guess, but I want to do like pre-recorded sessions of us talking about a specific thing that lasts for about like let's say 15 minutes or so, and I just got to figure out what would be the best way to do that. That might
By not having us talk.
Look. We can script it, okay? we can do like a pre-discussion, take what we said in the discussion, shorten it, and then throw it into a short 15-minute video. There you go.
That could work.
Problem
That's
solved.
not enough time.
Problem solved.
Depends on the
trust me,
topic.
problem solved. Yeah, it depends on the topic.
For example, if we were to rant about the Halo show, well, we would be here till next Monday.
Well, it wouldn't have to be just 15 minutes. I'm just giving I guess
Which brings me to the other question: did you watch it?
I did watch it. I did watch it.
I was watching it, and I was like, I hope he doesn't die. I really hope he doesn't get a stroke or something when he took his helmet in the end of the episode. And I was like,
I was half expecting there to be another helmet underneath, to be honest. Just to take off his helmet to reveal another helmet.
and then he takes off that helmet, and there's another helmet, and
It's just an infinite.
it never ends.
I guess we know why it's called
and
Halo
then-
Infinite, huh?
yeah, and then there's an X-ray. Then there's an X-ray of his head to show another helmet.
Yeah, exactly. I think that if they were going to reveal his face, because I guess in the lore he does it a lot, but if they were going to reveal his face, at least only reveal it to the characters, not to the audience.
Yeah,
Like maybe
I
show the
agree.
back of his head. Not to mention dye his hair red. If you're going to make him more accurate to the Master Chief, dye his hair red.
yeah.
His hair was red.
And the boys, I mean, they knew that it wouldn't work. I mean, you can hire whatever actor and you can give him a face if you want, but the boys cannot change.
It really shouldn't have changed.
I know.
Like
Yeah,
I told
you know,
Steve,
you're-
I told him I miss him on the show. I feel like he wanted to be the voice for the show. The way he answered me after that, I can't remember exactly how he said it, but he basically like said that we don't get what we want all the time, unfortunately. And I think what he was saying was that he wanted to do it but didn't get to. That's what I'm.
Yeah.
He didn't exactly say it like that, so it sounds like he's telling me, "Well, I guess we don't get what we want now, do we?" He wasn't. He was a very, very friendly guy. I just got to reiterate that, but he acted like he wanted to be like the voice for the show. I mean, he was the one that mentioned the show. He asked us if we'd watched it and if we like it. Which, like I've said, I don't know if you heard me, Corona. I don't think you were here when I said it. I was discussing the show a little bit with Soraya Way. I like it. It's a 7.5 out of 10 because I pulled a Soraya away with my rating. At least for me, that might be generous for me. But I'm not hard to please. I mean, hearing Chief's shield like go back up, that sound pleases me enough. I like.
Yeah.
I'm very easily pleased. Small little
Actually,
nod.
there were some people online complaining about the use of the game effects, and I was like, "Are you insane? That's like the best part."
That is the best part. Who in the world would complain about that?
Yeah, no, I
People
don't
that
know.
haven't played the game and aren't Halo fans.
That's true.
Yeah, no, I actually think that the show could have worked. The reason it doesn't work for me is because the characters are not themselves. If
Yeah,
they
it
hadn't
does-
done that, I don't care if the story is not canon. I don't care if it's another timeline or whatever. But if you're going to call it Halo, then the chief has got to be the chief, not some other version of him.
Yeah.
This whole RoboCop thing that he has no memory and he's now remembering his past, that's not him. He never had his memory wiped.
So from the sound of it, they're shelling the ghost.
Yeah,
Sort of.
sort of.
No,
Well-
if what you guys are saying is accurate, yeah, no, they are quite literally shelling the ghost.
Okay. Well, yes. See, my main gripe with the show is, probably. No, actually, yeah, it is that they revealed his face in the first episode. Like, if they were going to reveal his face to the audience, pull a Mandalorian and do it on the last episode.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, if you have to do it on the last episode. Make the whole series about how Chief is realizing that he's not a machine. I mean, if they're trying to do that, then he should have kept his helmet on. He shouldn't have revealed that he's a, what he is, at least to the audience. I did like the scene where he takes his helmet off because it makes sense in a way what he's trying to do. It was actually really, really interesting. But if they were going to show his head at all, they should have showed it from the back of his head.
From the back, and you just see that this girl sees his face, and then he puts the helmet back on, and that's it. That's the way it should have gone. Because not only did he reveal his face in the first episode, the rest of the episode from that point he doesn't wear the helmet. And I mean, the helmet is a very important part of the armor because it has really the HUD. It really gives you the stats and everything, and it's also head protection. You're trying to escape a whole army. Why the hell would you not put the helmet back on?
Yeah, that
because
was another thing that
patriarchal patriarchy.
Patriarchy makes total sense. Okay. Anyways,
I guess.
It was a good scene. And I liked how he said, "If you're going to aim somewhere, aim up here," because she's like, "If you like, how did she say? If you come closer, I'll shoot or whatever." I don't know. She was threatening him, like, "I'm going to shoot you," and I'm just thinking, "All right, Chief." This is actually what I said. "All right, Chief, you better show her then. You better show her how tough you are," because after that he says, he talks about how strong his armor is, and he's like, even if you shoot me, you won't get through it. And I was like, "Yep, see, that's exactly what I expected you to do." And then he
actually I think they got the armor model wrong, right? Because he says Mark 6, and that's not Mark 6.
In that universe, I guess it is Mark 6. I'm just assuming.
And I think that's actually a big problem.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of saying in that universe. I'm sorry, if you're doing something in the IP, you make it in the universe or you don't do it.
And you can make it canon in the sense that, okay, this never happened in the game's timeline. That's okay. But you cannot tell me that, okay, this is called Halo. It looks like Halo, but it's not Halo. That is so lazy and lame. And I made a comment on a Facebook ad that I got for Paramount, and I got a lot of support in that comment. But there were also a lot of comments saying, "Yeah, your comment makes no sense because it's not canon." And I'm like, "Yeah, it does. You saying it's not canon. It's not like a I don't know, like a wild card to say, oh, we can do whatever and it doesn't matter. No, that's not how it works. Think about Halo Wars, for example. Halo Wars is it's within canon, but it happens in a planet that is never mentioned in the previous games with characters we have never seen, and the story is self-contained.
Yeah.
So you can actually tell different stories and do whatever you want with them without messing up the existing lore.
I mean, the thing is that, I guess you could say, I guess you could do this is alternative timeline, but you can't do alternative universe.
Oh, well, yeah. Alternate timeline, same universe.
The minute you sort of go, the minute you sort of go, this is our universe. No, it's not your universe. You're in an existing IP.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get to go, this is our own universe.
See, one thing before we probably end it pretty soon. I treat this like Star Wars Visions. See, Star Wars Visions did a similar thing. and not all of them were the best, but there was a few that were really good.
But the thing is, oh, sorry, continue.
No,
I'll
go
let you
ahead.
finish.
No, you go ahead.
Oh,
That
but
was
the
sort of
thing
just the
is-
point I was making.
Oh, yeah. But the thing is that there's already pre-existing IP shows.
Mm-hmm.
And Star Wars Visions isn't this is not that universe, this is our universe. No, this was what if?
Yeah,
The
I
Halo
guess that's
show is
true.
not a what if.
That's true.
Yeah. Also, Star Wars Visions doesn't use original
true.
characters, the ones we know. We it's like what I was telling you about Halo Wars. You can do it, but you need to go with new characters,
You're right.
and you can do it. Like this girl, the Asian girl that plays the refugee. I mean, I actually care about what happens with her now that she ended up all alone and she doesn't even know what's happening. I really want to see more of her story, but she's new and she's executed correctly. The rest of them are a problem because I look at the chief and he looks like the chief, but he's not. And then there was this scene with Jacob Keyes trying to make it right about killing the little kid. I'm like, what? Jacob Keyes would never agree to that. He would
Nope.
rather be thrown into jail.
Can we also? I mean, nothing against the actor because the actor's good, but why did they change Jacob Keyes?
Yeah, there was no reason to do that. And Miranda is also nothing close to the real Miranda Keyes.
I know, right? I
She's
mean,
younger,
if they wanted to
and
include,
she seems dumb. She seems like she's this lost kid who's trying to be a soldier. I mean, like, no, she was a badass like her father.
see, if they wanted to add some a person of color, which they already had quite a few, like diverse, inclusive
Hang on, did they
representation
blackwash a
related things.
character?
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Jacob Keyes.
Cool.
Just watch the first cutscene of Halo, and the man who's talking to Cortana saying, "Did we
Oh
use
no,
them?" That's the guy.
That's right. Keyes was the commander of the
Pillar of Autumn.
The Pillar of Autumn. Yeah.
Yeah. There was no reason to change him. Like that guy could have been Sergeant Johnson for all we know.
You know what they should have done for a POC? They should have brought in Locke, because Locke
That
is a
too.
character that with potential that was wasted in Halo 5. Bring him in. If this is not canon and you can do whatever you want, bring him in and have him be a cool character.
Yeah, maybe
That's
maybe
it.
they could have made him one of the Spartans that were with Chief. Maybe
Yeah.
he could have been one of them. I mean, not saying anything against the Spartans that were with him, because those guys I actually really like them.
Yeah, honestly,
I think
Silver
they're
Team
cool.
works. Yeah.
They really do. So I'm really excited to see what they do with that team. But if they wanted to make one of them Spartan Locke, why didn't they just do that? You know,
Yeah.
why didn't they bring this that character that people seem to not like? Why didn't they bring him in for some sort of redemption for the people that didn't like him that much? Maybe
Yeah.
make him likable. You know, because Halo Nightfall, it was okay. It wasn't anything special.
Honestly, the problem with Nightfall is that it's mediocre, and people catch on, and that, like, yeah, you were not even trying. You just did this because you wanted me to know who the guy is before the game. But they are putting themselves against their own previous work, because if you compare Nightfall to Forward Unto Dawn, it's like, hell no. Forward Unto Dawn is fucking awesome.
It really is.
So you can actually do that kind of stuff, and you end up doing Nightfall, and it's like, what the hell?
Yeah, Nightfall was good. I mean, not Nightfall. Forward Unto Dawn was good.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed Forward Unto Dawn. The best part is like the last 30 minutes, of course, but the whole like Captain Lasky. I like Captain Lasky. By
Captain
the way,
Lasky is really cool.
He is a really cool character, and it's sad that we only got to hear his voice from data pads on Halo Infinite. But you know, I mean, it is what it is. I'm sure that maybe we'll eventually get Captain Lasky in, let's say, season add-on or whatever. Who knows?
Uh,
They might
If
add
they
some
if they ever
campaign.
add anything.
just reading the Halo series hashtag, and someone's pointed something that you guys said a little bit earlier. Dude, how the beep is this Captain Keys? This is the most blatant pandering I've ever seen. Seen. They could have simply had Sergeant Johnson, or they could have just made a new character. This is
Exactly.
so insulting.
Yeah.
That's what we were saying. Bring back Spartan Locke or Sergeant Johnson, like preferably Sergeant Johnson. I mean, if we can get an actor that nails that part, man, that would have that. Look, if they want to add some comedy to the show, even if it ain't like specifically to just add jokes, like Sergeant Johnson is funny. I mean, everything he says is just sort of funny. The way he acts is sort of funny, and to bring him back would have been amazing. Like they act like they've forgotten Sergeant Johnson, and it's sort of sad. Even though one of the maps is like live fire, even though it's like the Sergeant Johnson Academy or something like that. It's an academy based on him. Like they haven't done anything with the character though, and I feel like they should.
They really should.
I mean, I don't know.
Another issue I have with it is that why the hell does the Covenant have a human? If that actually happened, the war would have ended in a blink because they would have access to all the relics. It makes zero sense.
That is very true. And I'm not going to say anything about it except that it does worry me a little bit about that part, but I'm not going to say much about it until I see what they actually do with that character. I want to know what they're doing with it, and then I'll make my final judgment. But I'm not going to say anything just yet.
The answer is screwing it up.
We'll find out. We'll find out eventually. That part I'm not so sure about, and I'm hoping that I don't live to regret this. Regret.
Yeah.
Do you know what that means?
I get the joke. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have mercy on me.
Well, to tell you the truth, I don't think I will.
There it is. There's the set.
Oh gosh, I don't know if you get that story. Anyway, do you get the joke? I hope you get the joke.
No. No
Okay.
idea what you guys are on about.
All right, there are a few prophets in the Halo series. One's
Gotcha.
the prophet of mercy, the prophet of regret, and the prophet of truth. Those are three of them, and it was sort of just a pun. That was the whole joke using those. Yeah, it's sad that we have to explain this to you. Come on. I'm just kidding.
Hey, listen, I've played the games. I'm just not that crazy over it.
It's okay. We're educating you though, and you'll remember for next
Which
time.
is actually funny because I've also actually read some of the books.
Okay, well, actually, it makes it worse on you. Now that you say it. Well, anyway, so I am slightly worried about that, but I guess we'll just see how it goes. I don't know.
He's another tweet. Halo series. It's almost like they're trying to subvert an established series to push the message. I wonder where I've seen this before. And then it shows an article of the Halo show is nothing like the games, and that's why it's good. Halo showrunners earned criticism for saying they didn't consider the games. They were right not to. Wrong.
See,
yeah,
the
no.
thing is about that. No, it's not right. Like, if you got, I mean, they had to reference the game somewhat. There's no way they couldn't just look at the games at all. They have to look at them because the source material is just games. I mean, yeah, there's books and all, but like the source material for the Chief and practically the whole universe is the games.
Yep.
So there's no possible way they could have went through and made a Halo TV show without actually looking at the games at least a little bit. I
Yeah,
don't know.
like I said, if they had gotten the characters right, I don't mind that they're telling a different story. I would support it, but it's really hard to follow it watching the characters being different from themselves. Like the Chief is obviously going to bother most people because that's the reason they're watching the show, because of him.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the people play Halo not just because it's another shooter. A lot of people play it because of him.
Yep.
He's a cool character. So yeah, you want this cool character in your posters, and you want to make action figures of him, but you want to make him into something else. It's not cool to do that.
Nope. Not at all.
I was also really mad at Dr. Halsey. I mean, she's like just a very average scientist here, and I'm like, no, that woman has the UNSC in the palm of her hand. They can't move against her because they need her so badly, and you don't see that here.
Nope. She's sort of just a pawn.
Yeah, she doesn't. She can't even speak. She gets shot down by the commander of the Reach base.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, you better not talk because next time you're going to be confined. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, no, she would never take that crap.
Here's another one. If you were to tell me 10 years ago we'd be getting a Halo series, a Moon Knight series, coming out the same month with a Star Trek series based around Picard, I've been blown away. But it's 2022, and Hollywood doesn't know how to make good TV shows anymore. And it has the main character from the Princess Bride.
Oh, that, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Get used to disappointment.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I didn't even dare to look at Picard after the last season. I was like, hell no. I don't even want to know what.
The only season?
Yeah,
Or is
no,
there more?
it's on season 2 right now.
It's got season 2.
I mean, wasn't it the only season before this season? Is what I was trying to say.
Yeah, there's one season, and right now they're airing season 2, and I really had no desire to look at it.
So basically, the show started off terrible.
Yeah.
And ended. According to everyone who watched it, that doesn't have a sharp supply of Kool-Aid. It should have ended at season 1 because they killed everyone in the galaxy.
What?
At the end of season 1.
What? Killed everyone in the galaxy?
Okay. What was meant to happen was that there was this advanced android civilization that decided to piss off into deep space, and they left they left some tech behind. So if organics were wanting to wipe out androids, androids could build this tech, and they would come and essentially reaper the entire galaxy.
Wow.
Now, the thing was that it wasn't tech that was meant to summon them. This wasn't a portal to, something to create a portal to wherever the AI are. It was a telephone.
Telephone.
So, as in, call up. Call up, hey, they're trying to destroy all artificial life, come in, kick organic's ass. Well, that's what they said until they needed to have a big dramatic thing where the android that built it realizes that they screwed up, so they destroyed the machine.
Okay.
Writers forgetting that they wrote it as a telephone call, not a this is the only way they can get to this universe. So frankly, her destroying the machine means absolutely nothing, because they should have gone, well, looks like we've got the phone call to war, Ben. So yeah, so everyone should have died, so there shouldn't be a season 2. Unless all the season 2 are all androids.
Hello, this is Android customer service. How may I help you? Yeah. Look, people are trying to wipe out all artificial life, so we need you all to come down here and sort of put them in their place. All right, we'll put you through to our manager, and we'll let him, decide what we're going to do. Okay, so just please hold for just a moment.
No,
That's-
see, you made the
that's
little
what I
mistake
imagine.
of yeah, you made the little mistake of hanging up halfway through the phone call.
Oh, hanging up halfway through the phone call. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I should have just hung up like right after that.
So no, it should have been more sort of like the, hey, they're trying to destroy us. Can you come down and save us? Beep, 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 beep.
Oh, okay. Well, I think that gets the point across, though. Like how silly it is for a phone call to be what summons an entire android race to come and kill everybody. So yeah,
I mean, the thing
it's
is
silly.
that I think it also creates a portal, but I mean it was the race that they were calling could have just opened up the portal themselves. They didn't need the machine to rock up.
They could have just had somebody come by every once in a while and be like, "All right, let's check out how things are going out here." Yep, artificial life are being annihilated. Let me go back and tell my supreme commander, and I guess we'll get right on to correcting these mistakes. But no, they didn't do that. I'm not talking from experience. I'm just assuming because I haven't watched the show.
Yeah, no, the show had a lot of problems. I mean, it wasn't really. They were really banking on Picard being popular for people to stay and watch the show.
Well, I mean, it doesn't really help that the show was supposedly about like what was it? What did Patrick Stewart say? It was something about Trump, like kick. What was it?
Oh yeah.
Did it have anything to do with Trump at all? Like, it was Trump one of the androids? It had that they that they
That would have been
killed?
funny as hell.
Yeah, I would assume that if they were trying to diss Trump, that they would have made one of the androids Trump or something like that and have them like die a horrible death. I don't know.
I guess the biggest political point you could make about the Picard show was about discrimination and racism, because that's the whole thing is the androids are like being hunted and they're looked upon like yeah, you're trash, you don't have any value, and frankly it makes no sense, because they had to engineer an artificial war to kind of put everyone against them, because in the original show, in Star Trek Next Generation, the androids were actually very well received. I mean, Data was groundbreaking as a character, and he was supposed to. And then they came with this comic book series that explains the whole war thing you see in Picard, only to tell you that, oh yeah, something happened, we don't know what it is, but we blame the androids. And it's like, if you don't know what happened, why do you blame the androids? I mean,
well, I think we'll probably end it on that.
Hang on. Quick question.
Yes.
Because I'm just looking at a photo here. and sort of sitting here and going, why didn't they do that?
Okay.
John Bernthal as Master Chief instead of the guy they got.
Yeah.
I would have. Oh yeah, yeah. Why didn't they
Because-
do that?
Because I'm looking at him and looking, just remembering the animated series with Master Chief in it, where you saw his face,
Mm-hmm.
and looks a lot closer than the guy they've got.
Interesting. Yeah, why didn't they?
I mean, the thing is that you just needed to change the hair color, and you would have had an older version of that kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. And given the way he acts in the Punisher show, yeah, he could totally pull it off.
What? Yeah. Why didn't they? Huh. I don't know. That's a good question. And you know what? Hopefully someday he'll like become Master Chief. How about that? Maybe they'll replace him halfway through the series.
But yeah, I'm
I'm just
for
kidding.
me, I'm pretty much going to wait until the last 4 episodes to watch it.
Yeah.
Because then I'll just use the free trial.
Well, I mean, that's the best way to do it. I can't complain.
So by now you have like a dozen different accounts with free trials to watch every show.
I
Yes.
don't know. I mean, I've
Yes,
got
you
an
do.
Amazon Prime account. I've got a Netflix account. I've got a
He pirates everything.
bloody I've got a bloody Funimation and
Well, don't
bloody
say that here. I mean, the
Crunchyroll.
FBI is
Oh.
going to go all over him.
That's true. I shouldn't say that. Yo ho ho.
Excuse me. The FBI can go suck a dick.
Oh, that's true. He's in Australia. What are they going to do?
No jurisdiction.
Exactly.
Now we
No,
just got to
no,
worry
to
about
be
the
honest- to
Australian
be-
equivalent.
ACO's got more. ACO's got more things to worry about than bloody someone pirating a TV show. They've got journalists to arrest. No, sorry. I'm being unfair to ASIO. That's extremely unfair to ASIO. It's the New South Wales Police Department.
Well, anyway,
I take it you guys don't know of a YouTuber called Friendly Geordies.
no.
Nope.
Okay. Friendly Geordies is a political satirist. In Australia, that job's just called a political commentator. Well, he actually broke a whole lot of stories. Just so you know, the mainstream media hates this guy with a passion.
Okay.
Why?
Why?
Because he does this thing called journalism.
Real journalism?
Yeah, I know. Hang on. Let's just put it this way. In Australia, if you're a journalist, you're either working for Murdoch, working for Murdoch or working for a guy just like Murdoch.
Oh, really?
Sorry, hang, there's fourth option. Or you're an independent that no one knows about. Funny enough, the independents actually break a lot of stories that the government probably wouldn't want out.
So
Funny
basically, the government comes up to your door and be like, if you get out those stories, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. If you live in a state that is currently run by the Liberal Party, yes, that is pretty much what happens.
Like there was this woman, right, in the news that got arrested because she called people through her Facebook to a protest. It was 2 years ago, I think, over there in Australia.
I'm not entirely sure.
I think that the woman called people to gather around to protest on something, and the thing didn't even happen. It was supposed to happen days later, and when they caught the Facebook post, they went to her house and took her into custody.
Oh, I don't think that was a journalist. That might
she wasn't a journalist. She was just trying to set up this event, and because of it, she was like, "Oh yeah, you're going to jail."
Yeah, that was she was a lockdown protester. She was against
I think so.
The state lockdowns. I have absolutely no sympathy for her. I'm sorry. It really I'm not a big fan of authoritarian assholes, but the anti-lockdown protests were definitely not the right thing to do, let's just say. And of course the politicians, the Premier of Victoria didn't exactly shower himself in glory by being such a dickhead. But the thing is that one of there's a group of people that are suing a whole lot of journalists for reporting, and one of those people was the Deputy Premier of New South Wales. But anyway, and one of the people he was suing was Friendly Geordies.
Really?
Oh, the guy you were telling us about.
Yes. And oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. And one of his producers found the Deputy Premier of New South Wales and was trying to give him legal documents, like, you're meant to do when you're being sued and all that type of situation. Well, an hour later, the Deputy Premier sent some cops around and got him arrested.
Wow.
And let's eventually the charges got absolutely thrown out of court.
Wow.
because it was almost the point of the court sort of sitting there going, "What the hell are you doing? Why the hell is this here?" Guess what, New South Wales Police? You're paying for the defendant's court costs. Get the hell out.
Wow.
That's crazy. That's
I can't
crazy.
even
Yeah.
remember how it got here.
I don't even know. I think we were about to end it. And then,
That's right. We were talking. We were talking about FBI and
that's right.
ASIO and So I wouldn't be worried about ASIO knocking down my door. I would be worried about the New South Wales Police knocking down my door, even though I'm in Victoria.
Well, from what you've said, it sort of sounds like something they would do anyway.
What, travel 8 hours to?
Yeah.
Actually, no. Sorry. To be fair, I shouldn't sully the name of the New South Wales Police Department. The Sydney Police Department, on the other hand. If there's a police department in Sydney, they're assholes.
Oh,
Pretty much.
well, dang.
It's so, yeah. It would not be surprising if Sydney cops did drive 8 hours to arrest someone in another state. No, we didn't arrest him in Melbourne. We arrested him in Sydney. Why is he still in his pajamas?
He was at a hotel in Sydney. There you go.
But all the hotels are closed and fully booked.
Oh, that doesn't matter. He was at one. Deal with
Slumber
it.
party.
Slumber party.
We got him at the slumber party.
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, we've got an election coming up in May, and the past two state elections have been an absolute whitewash. The Western Australian government, the opposition party, went from, I think, a good minority size to, I think, 2 seats.
Oh, really?
Yeah. 2 seats.
Oh, we forgot something.
Well,
Well, yeah, we both forgot something.
If you're referring to what I think you're referring to, no, we didn't forget anything.
Oh, are they not in today? Dang it.
actually, before we go, I think we should just set the record straight for what you are supposed to do in next con.
Okay.
First of all, we need to make sure that you understand that phones go to cons charged. I mean, they're fully charged.
Okay. Okay. That's new to me. I thought I was supposed to let it die first. You know?
And you go to cons with external batteries just in case.
That's a very good idea. That I didn't.
And you
think
always take like 100 pictures of all the cute cosplayers in skimpy outfits.
about.
Absolutely.
Hey, I got some really good cosplayers on there, though. I mean, they're all Star Wars related because I feel like that was it was either that or something from an anime that I seen in there. I did see a few Deadpool and Batman. I wanted to get a picture with them.
One of the first cons I went to, there was someone that was cosplaying Poison Ivy,
Mm-hmm.
and she had all the right curves in all the right places. And the costume was just skin tightly perfect.
Well, I can say there was somebody similar to that up there at ours as well. She was actually dressed as Poison Ivy. I didn't really see her. I seen her when we passed by, but I was looking at other stuff. But I feel like we had a similar experience there, you know?
But hang on. Do you have photos?
I don't have any photos of her, no.
Then no, you didn't have the same.
Sounds like you have to send those photos to the Discord server.
Yeah, sorry, away. Use the Discord.
I will attempt to somehow find them.
Well, I'll end up trying to show you guys the pictures I took too. Eventually, I'm probably going to do that tonight. I don't have that many, unfortunately, but I'll show you the few that I do have.
And what
I'll
else
put
did
that
you buy other than the
Discord.
poster and the autographs?
Oh yeah. Well, the autographed pen. I don't know if I told you guys about that. I got an autographed pen from Dwayne Cameron, the Silver Ranger from Operation Overdrive. So I got that. I got I don't know. I think it's like an 8x11. I think it's like no. It might be 11. No, it's 11x14. Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild poster. It was really nice. It was really well done. I'll have to send you a picture of that too. Let me see, what else did I get? I feel like I didn't get that much. My sister, on the other hand, got a lot more than I did. I got these little Lego minifigures, custom ones that they were like $5 a piece. You know, so
Oh, nice. Who did you
I
get?
know. I got Boss from Republic Commando. I got Sev. They didn't have Scorch or Fixer, unfortunately, but they had 3 other commandos, and I think they're probably part of the lore, but I can't think of who they are. But one of them's a red one, one of them's a blue one of them's a black and white one. Another one is a completely black one, and then I bought Captain Rex.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I got like some custom versions of all these little minifigures here, so I got that. I had I got like a few like trading cards from the 501st Legion. They had a division down there. I got to take pictures with some of them over there too. One of them was a commando, one of them was a Jawa, one of them was, I think, Leia from episode 6 in her camo outfit, and then one of them was a stormtrooper, if I'm not mistaken. I know there was like 4 of them. And then I got to see like the life size R2D2, which was amazing. I mean, I got to take a picture with a snow trooper and very friendly fellow. There was another guy in a shadow trooper outfit, and that was probably my favorite cosplay, was the shadow trooper. Sorry, I think I've showed you guys, but I have like a shadow trooper helmet in like off my shelf, which is, it's my favorite thing ever. I love shadow troopers. I just love them. I don't know why. They're literally stormtroopers, but black. But I love them. And so getting to take a picture with him was really awesome. Plus, the guy was tall, so it was sort of crazy. I mean, none of the guys I seen that were wearing stormtrooper outfits were short, so I couldn't make any jokes about, "Aren't you a little short for a stormtrooper?" I was sort of sad. I was waiting. I was waiting to find that one stormtrooper that was short, and I'd be like, "Aren't you a little short for a stormtrooper?"
Is it just me, or is Shade robotic?
Yes, you sounded robotic for a minute there.
Oh, dang it. Well, my internet's getting worse and worse, to be honest. It's been on like one last, while. So maybe that's I told you my internet's terrible. That might be my cue to leave though before it gets worse because a few times it seemed like it disconnected things on here, and I don't know if you guys noticed me like going on completely on mute like that a few times because I had done that a couple times. It just automatically disconnected my mic due to connection issues, and I'm not talking about with the wire. It's like it said something about like connection or whatever, and then it said that your mic was muted or what. I don't know. Anyway, it gave me some issues. But before one last thing I want to say is that there was these two guys dressed as I think Commander Fox and Commander Wolf. Their clone costumes were insanely good.
I can't understand a word you're saying right now, dude.
You can't
Our special guest for today at the Force Collective is Mr. Stephen Hawking.
Okay.
From beyond the grave.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a good one. That's a good one. Well, I guess before things get any worse, we'll probably just end it right here then. So thank you guys so much for joining. Thanks to Commander Tano for being here for at least half of it. And also thank everybody for watching. There's a playlist in the description, for if you want to watch any of our Star Wars Topics episodes. I don't know I don't know how we're gonna start scheduling streams now because I can't do it on Thursdays the way I wanted to. I'm not guaranteeing next Sunday either because I'm, for whatever reason I can't guarantee anything at this point. But when I figure out something, I will let you know. And so if you want to know anything, you can either join the Discord or you can actually do both of these. You can join a Discord or you can follow me on Twitter because that's where I post when I am going to stream. Sometimes it's a little short notice. So I guess maybe you want to keep notifications on. Yeah. Totally not trying to anything. Also we have a Twitch. We've not. Yeah, I know it's weird. I'm very awkward. That and I'm also a robot. Didn't mean to spring this on you now, but I'm actually a robot this entire time. For the entire year, I've been a robot.
Just don't call the other robots.
Okay, I'm not to create Picard. Okay, we don't want that to happen. Anyways, I guess we'll end it right here. I mean, yeah, we also have a Twitch. I forgot. I was saying Twitch. Before we end it, we have a Twitch. We've not streamed on it in a while, but if you want to follow us, you can. We'll maybe possibly in the future. I know we'll do something in the future.
Follow us for zero content.
Yes. Follow us for
Subscribe for nothing. Subscribe now.
It will at least be, you'll have your subscription to it at least for whenever we actually, that way you'll be like, oh yeah, I've been here for like forever. And then we'll be like, oh yeah, how long you been subscribed? Well, since you stopped making content the first time. And we'll be like, oh,
well, actually, no one has subscribed to the Twitch account, and no one can subscribe to the Twitch account.
Okay, forget that then.
They can follow the Twitch account.
Follow. Okay. I got it mixed up. Okay. I'm not earning money through Twitch, I promise.
Yeah, because because you can't. You don't have enough followers to get a subscription.
I don't have enough. Huh?
Not on that channel. I mean, we don't know. For all we know, you could have a hot top stream channel that we don't know.
That's true. I don't know if you guys know this, but I do
cross promotion. Why aren't you doing cross promotion?
Hot oil tubs, since I am a robot. Oil baths, I stream completely naked because robots, Robots are
not naked, just unbolted.
Unbolted. There you go. There you go. I beg your pardon, but what do you mean naked? My parts are showing. Oh goodness. Sorry, that's a C3PO reference. I don't know. That just came to my head whenever I thought about that.
It's good that you clarify because you're talking about hot tubs, oil, naked, and I'm like, yeah, child-friendly channel.
Totally child friendly. Totally. Totally. All right. Anyways, we'll end the awkwardness and cringe right here. All right.
Well, shouldn't we have done that like 2 hours and 10 minutes ago?
Well, maybe. Maybe. Well, also, happy 1 year anniversary to us. You know, before we go, we'll probably do an actual anniversary celebration stream. Maybe next week. I'm working on that. Next week or the week after. I'm working on that. I
Or
promise.
next year, yeah, you know.
Or next year. We'll just have an actual 4-hour stream next year or something.
Will the other host of the Force Collective actually rock up for that?
I don't know. He's been very busy with what he's doing. So much so that I've not even got to see him much at all. So I don't know. Maybe I'll tell him about it if he'll if he ever has the time to talk to me.
Yikes.
That sounded so sad.
It is sort of sad. I used to get to talk to him all the time, but with what he's doing now, like he's always out traveling around and stuff like that, you know, to other parts of the state. I don't know if I think he has went out. I don't know. He might not have went out of state yet, but he's traveling all around the state doing, you know, concerts and stuff like that because he's a very talented musician. That's for sure. Very talented.
Well, that's great for him.
Yeah, and you know, it's been a while since I've actually got to talk to him, so it's a little sad. But you know, it is what it is. We all have our own lives, you know.
So hang on. When is he coming down to tour in Australia? And when can I get those VIP tickets?
Dude, if I don't know when he'll come to Australia, but if you want to come down here, I'm sure he'd give you a discount. I'm sure he would give you a discount. We had fun together, all of us, when he was here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
anyways.
we had to take over the rant section because he left.
Yeah, that's right.
He
That's
was the
true.
rant guy. He was the
was the
original
rant guy. He was the rant guy. Rants with Psycho.
Psycho rants.
Psycho rants. Well, we're going. That's sad though. We're ending it on a sad note. Oh well. We're ending it on a semi-sad note. You know, remembering the times that have passed. So
Memory. I don't know the rest of the lyrics, so that's
I don't
all
know
that's
either,
gonna
but I know
happen.
what you're doing. So yeah, may the force be with you all, and we'll see you at some point.